Hey, how's everyone doing over at Thunderstruck Gaming? I'm Turbo, and today I got you a nice little gameplay of me dropping 88 kills. I go apeshit on some Nuketown Safeguard. I recorded the gameplay in theater mode, where I like to remove the HUD, simply because I think it gives the game a bit more of a cinematic kind of movie feel. I think it looks super nice without a HUD, without any distractions, you know, just guns, just kill feed. I think it's sick. So that's how I like to record my gameplays on Black Ops 3. Obviously, I can't do that on Modern Warfare Remastered because there is no theater mode. So anyway, yeah, it's not hardcore safeguard, it's just normal safeguard recorded out of theater mode. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Also, you may notice that I have Nazi in my clan tag, and this is perfectly explainable. Don't worry, I'm not an actual Nazi. I was actually, like, the night before I recorded this gameplay, and this is an old gameplay, FYI, but the night before, I remember this perfectly. I was rolling with a party of 6, and we were all super edgy meme lords, and we were trying to put the most inappropriate name we could think of. A lot of people put cock or titties or dick, you know, stuff like that, and I just happened to put Nazi. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the gameplay. I hope that clan tag doesn't trigger you too much. Sig How. And anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was something that kind of triggered me on Twitter. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say kind of triggered me on Twitter. I saw a trailer. It was a promoted tweet. And it was a trailer for a movie called Atomic Blonde. And basically, it's this female spy movie where this super sexy blonde girl, she like specializes in hand-to-hand combat, and like in the movie, she just beats the fuck out of a lot of dudes that easily have like 100 pounds on her. And you know those points in the trailer where they basically take quotes from movie reviews, you know, like saying 10 out of 10 or best movie of the summer, something like that. And I noticed that one of them said, finally a female James Bond, which for me didn't really make sense because James Bond is a person. The code name would be 007, which it would make sense. Ooh, quad feed. It would make sense if the previous 007 died and the new person to take on the codename 007 was a woman. I think that would make for a good 007 movie. You know, I'm not completely objecting to that. You know, my only problem was with Atomic Blonde is that, you know, you see this woman and she's just beating the absolute fuck out of dudes, and she's not even like muscular. You know, it doesn't really seem realistic to me. You know, this woman, you know, she's super sexy, you know, she's super hot, she's very skinny, and she doesn't really have a lot of muscle mass, which leads me to believe that some of these advanced martial arts moves where she, like, you know, throws guys around or just punches them, breaks their nose, stuff like that, it doesn't really seem like that's very realistic to me, because I don't really think she could actually do that in real life, you know, because like she's not that strong, you know. It doesn't make sense to me that a 140-pound actress is able to throw around these 200-plus-pound like secret agent guys with ease. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me, and it kind of takes something away from the movie, because, you know, you can have badass female characters and they don't have to be beating the shit out of guys for it to be realistic, you know? Take the girl from Star Wars The Force Awakens. You know, here's a strong female character, and at no point in the movie, except for maybe the beginning when she was on Jakku, where she just beats the shit out of those guys with a stick. That was maybe the only time she actually beats the fuck out of guys. The other times, she's just, you know, she's using the Force, a lightsaber, or she's using a blaster. You know, she's not really like all of that in context seems pretty realistic. It seems pretty reasonable, you know? And for some odd reason, feminism in movies is basically, yeah, you know, we got these kick-ass girls, they're beating the shit out of guys. Guys and women are completely equal physically. It really doesn't seem realistic to me. And now, I'm not saying that women can't beat the shit out of guys. Now, I saw Wonder Woman recently, and I didn't really think the actor, it doesn't really matter like how like strong she looks, because she's a demigod. You know, there's something supernatural about her. So it's okay that she doesn't look completely shredded. But on the a lot of the Amazonian women, there were these buff-ass bodybuilder type black girls, and I was like, those would be perfect actresses that actually play Wonder Woman. But I get it, you know, Wonder Woman's supposed to be super feminine, super sexy, the ideal, plutonic ideal kind of woman, you know, so I kind of understand how she isn't like a Ronda Rousey type, you know, but I would like to see, like, you know, Scarlett Johansson should be a lot more buff in the Avengers series, because there's just no way that she can actually like beat the shit out of all those big Russian guys, you know? Like she's just not strong enough. I'm sorry, but she does use guns a fairly good amount. So it's not as bad as it was in this movie trailer for Atomic Blonde, but I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of sad that, like, this is how women have to be portrayed. You know, they have to be portrayed beating the shit out of guys. For me, like, a strong female character would be the character Jennifer Lawrence plays in the movie Joy. You know, a strong single mother trying to provide for her family. She don't need no man. That is a feminist character to me. You know, she's providing for her family. She's trying to make it work. She's trying her absolute hardest. She's not beating the shit out of guys. You know, she's taking care of her kids. You know, that's like a beautiful thing. You know, like that's like a real feminist character. And even maybe Jesus, my phone's blowing up. Even maybe Beatrice Kiddo from Kill Bill. There's a strong female character. She's just slicing dudes up with a special sword. And her sword is stronger than most guys' swords because her sword can cut through other guys' swords because it's an Hattori Hanzo sword, you know? And she's not necessarily beating the shit out of guys. She's just slicing them up with her sword play because she's trained harder. She's much better trained than these guys. Ooh, another quad feed. Ooh, go on. My fucking talon's going off here. But, I mean, I just don't understand. It's not realistic for these skinny-ass white girls to be beating the shit out of these secret agent types that are probably 210, 220, 200 pounds, you know? It doesn't make sense. If you want to have a realistic portrayal of a female secret agent, have her be buff like Ronda Rousey. Shit, I'm sure Ronda Rousey would love to play in a movie where she plays a strong woman who's able to beat the shit out of guys, because that's realistic. She can actually beat the shit out of guys. Now, can she beat the shit out of, like, UFC guys? I don't know. But the average guy, hell yeah. You know? And, you know, it's just, I feel like this is happening more and more. You know, we're putting women in these roles that just, I feel they don't seem realistic. Don't get me wrong. I love women. I'm a woman lover, you know? But I'm just saying, like, these girls with no muscle tone beating the shit out of these secret agent guys, it just doesn't seem very realistic to me. Now, that's not to say that girls can't be badass. Katniss Everdeen is badass. At no point is she beating the shit out of a guy in the Hunger Games. She's using her bow and arrow, she's using her smarts, and she's basically being smarter than the person. But I hope you enjoyed the gameplay commentary. Feel free to check out my channel. Thank you, Thunder, for posting my commentary. Peace out.